That's crazy. You know the bullshit already.
What is
Already.
up, everybody? What is going on? Breaking news, breaking news. Man, ain't no damn breaking news. You already know what's going on.
Everybody know.
Coach
Everybody know.
Raheem Morris is the man the job was bestowed upon. And I got my boys here, Antoine, Smitty Smith, and Chris. Together we are the 95 North Sports Machine. We'll see y'all back in 20 seconds. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. First of all, man, congratulations to Coach Rob, man. Happy for the guy. Happy for him. Definitely deserving man. Has made his coaching. You know, he's made his coach. He's made his living right around the league, man. And the Atlanta Falcons definitely saw more in him. I know that the brass was very impressed with his meeting. So nonetheless, man, he is now has become the 19th head coach in Atlanta Falcons history. If I'm right,
yeah, 19th first African American.
First,
unbelievable, man. Congratulations.
Breaking the mold, man. Breaking the mold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But man, appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat, man. The chat is they're going off, Smitty. They're going off, Chris. A lot of excitement in the air, man. Dawn of a new era, the coach Raheem Morris era, that is. So, Smitty, Chris, when the news broke, where were you guys? What were you doing? What was your expressions? Smitty, go. And Smitty's frozen.
Well, you knew what I was doing. I was bullshit. That's all we doing. All 24 hours a day. But yeah, I was actually where was I? Yeah, downstairs in the living room watching TV and got that text from one of y'all sent me that text about he had been hired, and it wasn't surprising to me because they said they wanted a veteran this time around. They got a veteran, so we just wait to see, what comes along with that. We know he can coach. He's been a head coach before. He got snubbed out in Tampa Bay. He got double crossed. He's been an assistant since 5 years in Atlanta, and I was still wondering why he didn't get the job before Arthur Smith. But everything happened for a reason.
Right on.
But we got news and everything about who his possible offensive coordinator could be. He may keep Jerry Gray and Frank Bush and those guys in, the defensive guys. But we'll see what happens, man, because I think we in for a ride this year. But Chris, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, I was on the way home, just driving, and next thing you know, flash across my phone, Raheem Morris, Raheem the Dream.
Hold on. How the hell are you looking at the phone while you driving?
Because it's a special notification if it's something sports.
Man, see, you know that bullshit.
What, man?
Chris is new age, ladies and gentlemen. New age Chris.
Anyway, man, so it came across the phone, man. Raheem Morris, black head coach. It's a new day in Atlanta, y'all. New day in Atlanta. 2 stints in Tampa Bay, and now his second stint with the Atlanta Falcons. As Smitty just said, he's been a coordinator ever since. And, of course, he was the interim Falcons head coach. He's back now. Let's see what that coaching staff, who he's going to bring in. It's like Smitty said, right now that name out there that's floating around is Zach Robinson. It's a possible OC candidate. But let's see what else is going to happen with the Atlanta Falcons, as you see here from Adam Scheffler.
Yeah. Yes. I would even throw Matt LaFleur's name in there, or Mike LaFleur, excuse me.
Yeah, Mike. I was looking at that as well. I don't know.
And I think he was a passing game coach here, wasn't he?
He was back in 2016.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
but before we dive into the coordinators and stuff like that, let's dial it back a little bit, man. Why Raheem Morris, right? We got to dive in and try to see if we can actually get some sort of an answer, right? So many great names were out there. Of course, the one that the cream of the crop, so to say, is Coach Bill Belichick.
Thank you, John.
That proved to be, a smoke and mirror move, maybe just to try to see what the feelers are out there, because for all the lore and luster that the marriage would have been with Bill Belichick, that lost steam very quickly. Atlanta right, turned right around and announced so many other coaching possibilities. Bobby Slowick, Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson, Anthony Weaver, Mike McDonald, etc. So many other guys. Raheem Morris started emerging as a possible candidate. And God damn it, they went Raheem Morris route. I'm impressed by that. I like the move for Atlanta. I'm with you, Smitty. I felt like, back in 2021, like kind of should have been the guy that should have been allowed the opportunity. What we saw in that year in Atlanta was kind of what we saw this past season with Las Vegas and how that team performed for Antonio Pierce. Sure, the record didn't speak for itself, but you saw the fight, you saw the effort that those guys put in for Antonio Pierce, and God damn it, they did the same for Coach Rob when he was here, like within the organization. But another question that goes into this, fellas, was this a Terry Fontenot hire, or does this have the makings of another Rich McKay hire? Because Coach Rod does have ties with Tampa Bay from back in the day. And, Rich McKay is a Tampa Bay guy at heart. Gentlemen, what do you guys think?
Absolutely.
I agree with that. I agree.
I think it was collective. I think it was all three guys coming together and making this decision, talking about Arthur Blank, Terry Fontenot, and Rich McKay. I definitely believe that. This was the Atlanta Falcons brass going to get somebody that was familiar with the Falcons organization, and the Falcons did play hard for Raheem. We just didn't have the talent, I would say, as well that year, but he played well, man. Played well for him. This is a great move, man. I enjoy the move. I know it's going to be a lot of people that's still not going to be satisfied, but hey, man, we got an experienced coach. Second time around, he was humble in his first experience. Like Smitty was saying, being a little double cross. So he had to go the coordinator route, but he's back now. Second time around.
Yeah, and 5 years in Atlanta, I think it all came down to familiarity, and that's with the city of Atlanta and everybody in the organization. They were familiar with it, and it's somebody that knows how you run the team, and I think that's what's most important. As he said, him and Rich McKay gonna give their input on everything, and he knows that. So them hiring a guy that's familiar with how they do things in Atlanta is probably the smartest move that they may not get credit for. But at the end of the day, with the right coaching staff, I think he'll be successful. And that's really any coach in the NFL.
Absolutely.
So if he can bring in Zach Robinson, I would be happy with that, because I know he ran the Los Angeles Rams offense for 5 years, and so he knows how to run the offense, working up on the Sean McVay. So that is a positive.
Very positive.
So if Zach Robinson comes in, just know that we're going to have a Sean McVay type offense. And with the weapons that we got, that is a very smart move.
Oh, yeah. Drake London's definitely going to be the Puka Nacua.
We can all hope for that, man, for sure.
No. I think they can get that in the draft just like the Rams.
Oh, man, of course. But
Still. Super chat here from Perry. Positive thoughts, man. Thank you.
We got one further up than that. So, but go ahead.
Yep, I'll go. Yep. So,
shock of the day.
Thoughts, man. Thank you, man.
Morris going to bring that Super Bowl to Atlanta.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt it, because he had a pretty good team in Tampa. So if he wins a ring, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
He's got the experience as a coach too, going to that bowl. He knows what it takes to win it.
That's right.
Got another one here from Jamal Grant. Thank you so much for that $10 donation, brother. Says Morris wasn't in my top 10, top 100.
100.
Now he's he my number one choice all along. Black GM, black coach. Let's fucking go for the culture.
Yeah,
culture.
And one thing I think Raheem Morris brings as well, and I talked about it for the last 2 weeks in their structure. Tampa Bay had it, the Rams had it. So now the Falcons they're trying to get into building structure in this organization, and it's just something that you like to see. Like I said, with the coaches, that's going to tell all. But if he can keep the front office happy, everything will flow smoothly. They would stay on the same page, I'm telling you. And what's funny, what if he would have been the hire if Terry Fontenot would have hired him 3 years ago? He probably would have been the hire then, because I'm sure if he had input into this, he may have been the one to be the deciding factor to bring him back.
Possibility. Don't forget that Terry did like Joe Brady too, though. So it's still a possibility of either or.
there's a lot of names out there still to be had as far as that. Ken Dorsey's name, sure. I know that um, Joe he's interviewing to be the full-time OC in Buffalo, and he may get that, man, because he did an amazing turnaround for that Buffalo team. Zach Robinson, as you mentioned, I mentioned LaFleur as well, the youngest brother there. So I mean, offensively, I think we will be okay. If we bring in a Zach Robinson, who was the passing game coordinator over there, I think we could reap the benefits of getting better concept route wise and putting these guys in the best positions to succeed. You like the exposure that Zach Robinson has had under Sean McVay. It's everything that comes with the Rams, the greatest show on turf. Not saying that they were that in recent years, but you can see, the route tree, the route combination, what they expect from wide receivers. Hell, even the running backs and tight ends. It's a collective team offensively that that just puts their foot down and is ready to go. But now switching over to defense.
Man, you don't get
show. Shout out to Joey.
Shout out to him.
But defensively,
before you go to that,
Yep.
You just brought up what they like to do concept-wise, scheme-wise with the Rams.
Yep.
What kind of quarterback do y'all think that he's going to require if he brings in a Zach Robinson? When you looking to draft to a guy like Drake May, who's a natural pocket passer, or do you try to get him to mix things up with a Justin Fields as a dual threat quarterback? What do y'all think it would look like at quarterback once they put an offensive coordinator in place like a Zach Robinson?
Man, so with Zach Robinson,
I think it's going to be pocket. That's all I really got to say. I think it's going to be a pocket passer. So somebody like a Drake May, somebody maybe a veteran like a Kirk Cousins still possibly out there. I'm just saying, as far as veteran, that's just the first veteran that comes.
Sure. No, absolutely.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to be a dual threat quarterback. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Wouldn't mind being wrong because I still like Jalen Daniels. But I think it's going to be like a Drake May or don't be surprised if even like a Michael Penix. So
yeah, that's where I was going next. I could see that. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I think Michael Penix, there's a good shot of getting him in the second round. I'm sorry to say that might disappoint some people, but Harbaugh did some things to expose that young man in that bowl game, and that will definitely go against him in his draft stock. So who knows? But needless to say, we're not going to dive into that.
Russell Wilson is still out there, so he could be.
Russell Wilson is another possibility. Yeah. I think that the entry will be a Russell Wilson style quarterback. I think the Falcons still go quarterback at some point in the draft. Hell, they might be bold and move all the way up to take a guy like Drake May. That's now a possibility. That name there, JJ McCarthy, yeah, sure, a lot of people feel upon, but has done some great things in Michigan.
Yeah, he had a great year this year.
Yeah, and he's on that second round fringe. He's one of those guys that could be early second round too.
Got another name for you. I'm probably talking more so about backups, but if he can get his head right, who knows? You may see Stetson Bennett as a backup quarterback down here too, because he definitely playing for the Rams. Definitely can. I can see that. That's what I'm saying. So
he played well in the preseason. One thing about it, he's an unorthodox quarterback, so he makes plays. Whether it's with his legs or his arm, he doesn't have a rocket arm, but I mean, he can still make plays, and he still has that winning attitude, and that's what you need from a quarterback. Yeah. People talk about Baker Mayfield all the time, but you cannot deny his feistiness, his will to win. You can't take that from him. So if you go out and find a quarterback like that, I can see it. And hell, Baker Mayfield, he could be one. So he played in LA. He knows.
I think the most impactful route would probably be try to lure Russell Wilson out of Denver, and then go ahead and draft a guy like Drake May, a guy that offers you a little bit of everything, just like a Justin Herbert, could scramble just a little bit, sneaky athletic is the term that they use in the NFL, has a rocket of an arm, give him time to just like really iron out some of his kinks, which could be done. But I think that's probably the best possible route to make an immediate impact in Atlanta. What's she saying over here?
She got jokes already.
It's sunny up here. It is sunny up here.
She already with the bullshit.
if you guys want to switch gears, we got to talk about this defense.
Switch gears. Go ahead. Run it.
We got to talk about this defense. We got to talk about this defense. As you know, Coach Rob, when he was here, he had a little bit of his hand in everything involved in Atlanta, offense, defense. But defensively, we all know we don't live under rocks, man. We know that Ryan Nielsen was lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars in a very surprising move.
Big loss.
I'll be the first to say that, one of the first to say that. But we have there's intriguing options out there. One of them is currently in-house, the Jerry Grays of the world.
Yes.
I think could be a definite possibility and moving out. And shout out to RJ ATL for life. RJ, if you're listening, I did get your DM late on that one. And my thoughts on that, I agree with you, my friend. I think that he would be an excellent candidate here. Not losing that Ryan Nielsen defensive scheme in some way, shape, or form.
That veteran leadership.
I would think that veteran leadership, it keeps the guys in the know. A lot of things won't have to switch up. The verbiage can continue to be the same, maybe with a little bit of a switch up, but it'll be intact. And this is a defense, folks, that really improved in all the important statistical categories: red zone defense, third down defense, points allowed, 11th overall in total defense. So the staple is there, the scheme is there, and it runs through, of course, Ryan Nielsen, who's no longer here, but more so through Jerry Gray and company. Any names out there that may intrigue you guys if they don't go the Jerry Gray route? Are there guys that you guys would like to see come into Atlanta as DC candidates?
Well, I mentioned it on the video I did a couple of days ago about Mike McDonald from the Ravens. I could see Anthony Weaver coming over and moving up as a defensive coordinator in the league, especially if he's been interviewed to be a head coach. He most certainly can come over as a coordinator. Another guy is I see ATL Jet Jones say Evero from Carolina. He could be a guy. So I mean, there's plenty of choices still out here, but when the playoffs end, we will know exactly which route they're going to take, because like I told y'all, they got to move pretty quick because Senior Bowl right around the corner, Combine right around the corner, and just before you know it, pro days and then the draft. So I think Frank Bush stays at the linebacker coach at least. Yeah.
This is an interesting name, right?
Staley, that's a name.
That is a name if it ain't one, brother, man. Absolutely. He's probably going to want to
that's an interesting name.
Reshuffle his stock.
Yeah, and he runs. Yeah. And they run a 3-4 when he was in Los Angeles, so he would just bring that same defense here. And the Falcons already have that in house, so all they got to do is plug in pieces. This is a name that I would love to see, and I agree.
Yes, I would love to bring
intelligent idiot. Bring Chuck Smith home. I would love to see that.
That's an awesome name, by the way.
Double I. Oh, double I.
Man.
Yeah, but bring Chuck Smith home. Yeah, I would love that. I would look, man. My dream is to have Mike McDonald and Chuck Smith down here next year, because it definitely would clean up a little bit of some departure of losing Ryan Nielsen, because that's going to be a big miss, man. Whoever we hire has some big shoes to fill as far as being a top 10 defense, being top 4 at least in red zone defense. You can't just replace that without the right pieces in place. So that coaching staff, we have to sit back and see what names be.
The reason why I like Anthony Weaver, as I'm looking at Baltimore's defense, is pretty much similar to what the Falcons ran last year. You bring in that same type skill, just like I said with Brandon Staley, with Anthony Weaver. That more than likely that 8th pick could be that defensive tackle out of Illinois. That's how much it switches up because of what they hire. But I do think quarterback still should be the main target, because we still have a big question mark there. I don't think Desmond Ritter comes back. I don't think Tyler Heineke comes back. So quarterback is just number one priority. You can't win football games without a quarterback. I mean, Trent Dilfer did it, Brad Johnson did it, but they had a hell of a defense. So
and the Rams, they use
gotta have that quarterback.
Yeah,
right.
And Raheem, he can take advantage of
same
the
type
talent
defense.
that we have. Yeah, we can take advantage of the talent that we have. We already was kind of aggressive defense anyway. We got Jesse Bates back there. He's coming over to a team. He's coming from a team to a team that's really, I feel like, statistically better. I know some people will probably also say this though, that strength of schedule was a little different this past year compared to what it is going to be this year. So that defense is going to be tested a little more this coming season.
It's going to be ugly.
That's why it's going to be important. Free agency and the draft is extremely important for Coach Raheem Morris now.
Well, he's coming in with some money.
Oh yeah,
Falcons have some house money.
It won't be as tough as you think. It won't be as tough as you think.
I don't think it's going to be as tough as I think.
No. Think about it, and I've been saying this for a couple of years. What if Aaron Donald want to play a couple more years and go somewhere else?
Maybe.
I can see it, and I've been saying it. So I know he's threatening to retire, but if he wants to leave LA, wants to make more, a couple more checks before he retires, I could see him in Atlanta. And as I've told y'all, I don't know what's going to happen with Grady Jarrett this offseason. AJ Terrell. I mean, it's just, so many questions. See, this is why I honestly think that Bill didn't get the job. I think if Bill would have got the job, those two big names surely would have been out the door, because we know how he likes to
talk about that
cap, and how he
one
how
thing
he
about
likes
it.
to
Bill
run,
don't care about
front office. He's not
right.
Good. Nope.
No, I was saying right. No, I was saying you're right. He don't care about no name.
Yeah. Right. You can get a guy in the 7th round as long as he fits the system. Bill will sign him.
Right.
Patrick Chung is I think Patrick Chung was a day 3 pick, and he ended up being an All-Pro for New England. So I mean, it's not all about names with Bill, but with Raheem, I think he has enough knowledge as to know what he wants to do. He played. We talk about. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I saw people earlier talking about it would be a bad hire if they hired Raheem because he was here with Dan Quinn. But you gotta think, Dan Quinn was the head guy. He was in charge. So to find a place,
it was Dan Quinn
so
way or no way anyway.
Right.
Come on now.
Right. So
that's why a lot of names end up leaving from here.
Right.
So
right. So I mean, it's not as big as we think, man. Because like I said, at the end of the day, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been a coach before, and they stuck to exactly what they said they were going to do. They were going to go out. They preferably wanted a veteran coach. Bill Belichick did not fly. Jim Harbaugh stayed in LA. So Raheem Morris was the next best thing. But
familiar with the organization, familiar with some of the players that were here then, that are still here now. He already knows how to use them. Like you said, on both sides of the ball, became a defensive coordinator in 2020, and of course the interim head coach. But before that, he was on the offensive side of the ball. He's an experienced coach that knows both sides of the ball. So I'm gonna go ahead and trust that he's gonna pick the right coaching staff for these skilled players that we have on the Atlanta Falcons.
Right. Agreed.
I think it's a good hire. It may seem real safe. It may seem like a safe hire, but it's like you said, Smitty, it's still a smart hire regardless. And look at you just said right there, Isaiah Pacheco, who walks how he runs.
That's funny. They were clowning him about that the other day.
Yeah, man.
So can I get your guys' input right quick after we address this, after this one here? But
just a question: do you guys think Raheem Morris is head coach worth losing Nelson? I'm gonna be real with you, man. It was just inevitable at a certain point, because every coach that comes in wants their own staff. Very rarely do you see holdovers from another staff. But I think Jerry Gray, he may be gone, but what he brings to this team, and like I said, this defense carried this team this year. So Jerry Gray might be safe in that aspect. He may get elevated to defensive coordinator, which I would love to see. I would love to see that. And still have his hands dipped as a secondary coach. So bring in that offensive coordinator, bring in that quarterback coach, and we worry about that side of the ball. But I think Nielsen, no, he wasn't worth losing, but I just think it was inevitable because we got a new coach. And that's how things work in the NFL. But you got to be happy because he has one good year in Jacksonville. He'll have a hit job next year.
Yeah, and that'll be good for Nielsen, man. Yeah, but it was inevitable. We had to sacrifice Ryan Nielsen for Arthur Smith. You know, I mean, with him, it's it's just something that's just going to happen. And, you know, you gotta take the good with the bad. And unfortunately, we lost our defensive coordinator, but I wouldn't mind promoting from within with Jerry Gray, keeping him around. Defense carried us most of that year, having that familiar face, at least some familiarity outside of Raheem Morris down here, I believe will bode well for the Atlanta Falcons.
Sorry about that, Greg. I don't know why it's not going through, but appreciate it. But still, throw a question up there, man. And if you want to donate, you can go to Berto's page and donate as well. So go to 95 North Falcons Talk Show and you can donate there as well.
Appreciate that. But I think right off from day one, man, vibe, energy, you know, excitement is going to be at these training camps, man. This Falcons team is they're really going to respond to Coach Rob, man. He's a player. I mean, he's a coach for the players. And if we get anything like what the players did for him back in 21, I think good things are going to come here in Atlanta, like you mentioned, Smitty.
Man, we go to training camp. We're going to be here and lean with it, rock with it. Soon as we
walk man. What's going on? But that's the elephant in the room right quick, and I think we can put this one to rest after this question. Why not just hire Bill Belichick if you wanted overall success, structure? There's a lot of Bill Belichick fans. But why do you think the Falcons decided to go a different route?
Okay. All right. He raised his hand first.
To be honest, I just think it came down to a power struggle. We're gonna keep it real.
Our brother Dex Dick.
What's up, Dex? We're gonna keep it real, man. It's a power struggle. And as y'all read, I'm sure y'all read the reports because I read them 2 or 3 times. It was a power struggle. Everybody was fighting for their job at the end of the day. And with Bill Belichick, like Berto said, he like to do things his way. If he like to do things his way, why do you need a GM? Why do you need a personnel guy? Bill goes out and scouts his own players. And that's what I loved about him. But when you got guys fight for their jobs, of course, you're going to try to keep that person away from the complex as far as you can. So at the end of the day, it was a power struggle between Bill and Rich McKay, even though they said it wasn't a problem. We know better than that. We know better than that. But that's my quick thought.
Those the people that's not in Atlanta, man. We're a little bit more closer to the team than the national media. We already know definitely a power struggle. Because other than that, man, Bill would have been hired, man. That's just straight up and down. Because Blank wanted it, but it was some hurdles. We know Bill was going to want control. We know Bill was going to want say so. We know Bill was going to want to report to this person or that person. He don't want Arthur Blank all on the sideline chilling with him. It was going to be none of that. It's going to be none of that. And Arthur was just like, I like you, but I don't like you that much. So, because Rich McKay is still his right-hand man regardless. And he entrusts him with a lot of decisions. So he's not just going to just drop his day one just for the shiny new toy or the fancy girl, however you want to fix Bill Belichick up to be. Yes, Hall of Fame head coach. Definitely would have brought some different structure to Atlanta. But at what cost? That's what Arthur Blank was thinking. At what cost? People losing their jobs. Rich McKay, possibly even Terry Fontenot. You bring in Belly, you don't need probably either one of those guys. So that's like you just said, Smitty, power struggle.
Great. Say it with your chest, man. I agree. 100%.
Yeah,
ain't nothing about color, man. They don't care about color. I mean, motherfucker could have been purple, blue, all I care. As long as the Falcons win at the end of the day.
That's it.
That's what we care
brand,
about.
Baby.
Right.
And for the brand.
And he fit the brand because he's been here. He knows the organization. That was the main reason why he was the hire. He was the last veteran coach on the market, and last guy sometimes wins. And he comes into a perfect spot where he knows the roster and he has a great roster. Better than what Dan Quinn had when he got here. So Dan Quinn made it to the Super Bowl in his second year. Why can't Raheem Morris? I'm just saying.
Did you guys have a preference at this coaching position?
I think everybody has a preference.
Let's hear
it. What you mean as far as what coach?
Yeah.
Like who was 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
My guy, shoot, man. First and foremost, I wanted to do the impossible. I wanted to bring in possibly a Jim Harbaugh, but I knew that was the longest shot. That's probably why I wanted it the most, because it was the biggest underdog. Because LA did right, man. They didn't let them leave. That's what you're supposed to do when you pretty much like the AFC version of us. You just need to get a few things out of the way, and you need the coach to lead you. And it's in the quarterback whisperer. They got a good quarterback already, and Justin Herbert. So that's one thing. But it was hardball for me. Now Raheem Morris, for me, I would say he probably was my fourth option, because I still was looking at Mike McDonald. I still was looking at Bobby Slowick, and I was also looking at Brian Callahan. So that's those are other candidates. So it's about fourth, fifth for me. But I'm not mad at the hire at all, because out of all those guys that I just named outside of Harbaugh, he still has a lot of experience as a head coach. A lot of those other guys were going to be first-year head coaches. So I'm happy with the hire. We got experience. We got familiarity. We got a guy who's going to be a player's coach, but also coach him hard at the same time. Former Super Bowl champion. 2-time.
Smitty.
Shout out to the chat. We up to 400 people. So
appreciate
if y'all in the chat, please go ahead. Facebook, Twitter, just share the post and keep this thing going, man. We want to hear. We're gonna open up the chat shortly. But
Uncle Steve is in the building.
Yes, Uncle Steve said, you crying tears of joy.
Trying to hide the tears of joy, baby.
Oh shit! Says fellas laughing at Berto trying to hide his tears of joy. Since someone not named Bill Belichick got the job. And get ready for a QB drafted at 8 or higher. I agree 100%. I believe.
I think Berto been hanging with Dr. Ganja a little bit.
Yeah, I got your Dr. Ganja right here. Hey man. Shout out, man. But with that, man, like Smitty said, man, we're gonna open up the chat. You guys come on in here, man. You guys let us know what you guys think right quick about Coach Rob Morris becoming the new head coach of these Atlanta Falcons. And I will paste that. There it is.
And don't come in here with no bullshit. I'm telling you, we're gonna get it today.
No, fam, all love.
Hey, all love, man. We just joking. We just joking.
He just watching mine and his business. Next thing you know, hold on, Dr. Ganja. Hold on, what? Get you.
Hey, y'all didn't catch what? So y'all didn't catch what I was talking about when I said him. I think that's why he got that name, Dr. Ganja 99. He the weed man. He the plug. What's up, Miss Angie?
Oh man, King James coming in. Smoke that shit, Berto. Oh man, definitely appreciate you guys.
But the link is in the chat, man. Y'all go and click the link. Come on in and talk to us right quick.
Some of that pressure's going so crazy, got my man turning red.
Shit, for real, man. But I got something to spew out here. First of all, I'm gonna say this. Congratulations to the Bolts or to the San Diego Chargers, man, or whatever the fuck they are. Wherever. I don't even know where the hell they are. They're somewhere in the West.
Los Angeles. Way out there on the coast.
You got that way out there. Congratulations to them. They got a great coach, but I'm pretty shocked that he went there, and I'll tell you why. The cap situation. They're in cap hell. They got to shed over $45 million to come under the cap. And Harper to take a job like that, man, I think he would have been more attracted to a team that would have cap space.
It had to do with location, 100%.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He's familiar with being in California.
Yeah, they can say what they want. He went to Pals or whatever that high school was in California.
Whatever.
He went there.
Man, y'all ain't gonna let me skip on this.
First job was in San Diego. Went to Stanford. That's on the West Coast. Yeah. I just think, to be honest, man, he just used the Falcons for a bargaining leverage. That's all. Because I think it was either Los Angeles or Michigan. Both of those teams were gonna pay him good money. So I just don't think Atlanta. I don't think Atlanta was in the field.
And I think he gets to bring some of his staff over from Michigan with him too, don't he?
He's gonna bring 2 coaches. Right, he's gonna bring 2 coaches.
Yeah.
Greg, that's a great point. Quarterback was in place. That made a big difference.
It was the number one most attractive job just because you already got your field general.
Yeah, man. But low key, fellas, you know what I was feeling for a little bit there, and I said it today on Twitter. I thought we were gonna go the Bobby Slowick route, man. I
Yeah,
really
it
thought
did
that
seem
was
that
gonna
way for
be.
a while.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be the route. I had all my ducks lined up in a row. I said if Slowick is the guy, be prepared to see Bill Lazor here as an offensive coordinator, and that chatter of Justin Fields to Atlanta would have intensified by 1,000 because Bill Lazor did coach for some a couple games there in Chicago while he was in Chicago, Justin Fields as a rookie. So I thought that would have made the world of sense. But I really thought the Bobby Slowick incoming was happening here in Atlanta. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
it
you thought we
obviously
was
didn't, man.
yeah, you thought we was gonna go a little offense, man, but
I thought so.
it felt like we was gonna go kind of defensive, man. It really did, and that's why I was still leaning toward Mike McDonald. It wasn't just like what he was doing, man. The guy was just been around winners, like University of Georgia. He was on Mike Rick's staff, so
Yep.
I mean, he also was with John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh. He's been with both of the Harbaughs. He's been around winners, man. So it's just I was looking at that as well. Wouldn't have mind having that option, and then possibly just because he was going to be a young head coach, just like Slowick, and I would expect to see maybe an offensive coordinator like Greg Roman or someone like that if he would have came in because young guy going was a guy that he's trusted, a guy that he's worked with. I would like to see that too.
And it's a very valid point right here with Dr. Ganja, man. Zach Robinson not too far from Slowick. He needs to be our OC. I agree 100%, man.
Hey, I agree. We
see
100% agree with that.
Yeah, you can see you see the same tendencies in their route concepts and how they space him because spacing is everything and in a spread offense and Zach Robinson offers those same skill traits that
See,
Slowick
Smitty,
has.
Ganja will
Man,
make you smart.
I'm telling you, man, chill. William Amy's in the building. Give it up for William Amy. What's going on, man?
What's good, fellas?
What
man?
it do, Will?
Hey, man, I'm very proud of the hire because Raheem Morris he had deserved his flowers. He get a second chance and he did good in LA. And Sean McVay spoke highly of the dude, and you couldn't ask for more, man. I think Raheem Morris will have his team ready, prepared, and he gonna lead men out there, and he gonna speak to the locker room and everything. I feel like he can win this division because I mean it ain't gonna be easy to play the AFC West team, but I feel like he deserved it because you got to get a man flowers. The man had the offense coordinator and he had experience as a defense coordinator. So if I'm Raheem Morris, I don't mind him calling defensive plays because he still could control the defense and he got him an offense coordinator to call the plays on the other side of the ball. So there ain't gonna be too much. And I think special teams is gonna be better because he's gonna coach. He gonna get. I think he's gonna coach a good. He gonna get a good coaching staff for the special teams. And I feel like if and we in free agency, I'm gonna try to at least trying to get me a corner because we need the corner outside of AJ Terrell. So we got to address that. And I think we're gonna draft probably as a pass rush. I say probably first round or second round. I don't care who we get, as long as we get a conference quarterback and a pocket quarterback. Because I don't think we need a dual threat quarterback. Don't get me wrong. 'Cause I thought about getting Jaden Daniels, but I don't think he fits scheme. So he go with the Patriots. I think that makes sense with them because they don't have a quarterback out there. And Drake May are going to the Commanders, and I see Chicago Bears probably trading Justin Fields to Atlanta because that could be a good pick for us. But I don't want Justin Fields to run. I think he can run the ball. He could just get handle the Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier.
If we're going to
So
be in that pocket, so
yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
People in the chat they made a great point, man. I could actually see Stetson Bennett here as a backup. If he can get his mind right and stay off the weed, he'll be fine. I think he'll be a fine backup.
Yeah, like Sean McVay said, he got some personal things going on, but that's why I was saying before too. If he get his head right, he could possibly be a backup for him.
Yeah, he has some talent.
And I want to say something. Mental health issues. Or I ain't mean to cut him off. Mental health issues is something very serious, and that's what was going on in his head because mental health issues that give you depression, thinking like suicide thoughts and thinking you seeing things and hallucinating. Because like I didn't have it in the hospital, but I had sepsis, and that's something very serious, and it was kind of scary moment for me for seeing that. So it just I'm praying for him. I hope he get a psychologist because mental health is something very serious.
Facts.
Yeah, we glad to see you back to 100%, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. Without y'all,
God is awesome, man. Trust me, God is awesome.
Amen.
That's right, man. Appreciate you, William.
Oh yeah, I'm out of here, man. Anytime. I'm out, fellas.
All right, fam.
All right, now be safe out there, Miami.
Oh yeah, you know I'm staying home, man. You got to stay home. I got sick from that job, but God is good, so I'm back on my. All right, all right,
Boy, be good,
all
bro.
right,
Thank you,
all right. I
man.
will. All right.
Yep. Welcoming now the Dixon Way Raid.
Not the Dixon
Larry.
Way Ray.
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
What's happening? We're doing sweet. How are you?
I'm trying to set this up for my son because he wants the phone. How y'all doing, man?
Hey man, every day is a great day, man. How you feeling?
I'm on the fence about this, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna be happy go lucky about it. Because I wanted not to just do change for change.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a Rich McKay hire. And it just feels like that to me. It 100%. I know everybody's faces got balled up. I'm sorry, but I'm happy that Raheem finally got another chance to be a head coach.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely glad that he got another second. I feel like, just like what Smitty was saying, the power struggle when you're trying to get experience, the high caliber coaches to come in here and try to change the culture. Nah, we want to keep it the same. So I'm more upset that it feels like a more of a status quo move than like Rashid, because I'm happy for Rashid to get the job. But I'm just like, it feels more like we're not going to shake this organization up. And I really feel like we needed a strong voice. It didn't have to be Bill. You know what I'm saying? It could have been Harbaugh or anyone else, but
yeah. Well, Larry, like I said, it's a safe hire.
I don't even feel like it's safe hire. Guys, I don't want to hear anything about culture or stuff like that. Miss me with that. He can be purple. I don't care. I just want to win.
Structure more important than culture.
Yeah,
exactly.
Give me
what he's gonna. Yeah, structure is definitely the most important thing. I'm not on the train that I'm off of the train that Rich McKay is a problem. Arthur Blank is. I hope that Raheem Morris can come in here and spark something different in this organization. But when you go out and you have a man on a boat, everything's good. You have a dinner, and then the man is in town, and you have a virtual meeting with him. That was done. I already knew that Bill wasn't coming here, so I would reside to that fact. Right. But it felt like to me that once that broke down, it felt like Arthur chose. Yeah, I agree with you about Harbaugh. He was never coming here. He was never coming here. I'm exactly with you, Chris. He was never coming here. He used us as a bargaining chip, just like Deshaun Watson did. So, but I'm rooting for Raheem. I hope he does well. Getting his staff is critical. You know what I'm saying, to move this team forward. I do feel like he may get a younger quarterback. We may move in, and I think that's probably was a plan that we'll never know, that Rich wanted to get, go for a young quarterback, and then Bill was like, no. Because remember what I was saying about Bill? He said, the hell, going up, I always go back. So if it was philosophy, his philosophy maybe didn't mesh with what Rich wanted to do. So that's ultimately why it went down. So
but how can you question that? And he got 6 Super Bowls. I don't get it. He's a decorated
clash of the Titans in there, man.
I know he's up in age, but come on, man. I mean, he didn't get those 6 Super Bowls by not doing his own thing, man. Let's just keep it real. And Miss Anderson, we definitely had to give Raheem a chance. We definitely had to give him a chance.
No. 100%, man. I'm behind Raheem 100%. You know what I'm saying? My thing is just this felt like a power struggle that I don't even think it's Terry. And a lot of people saying, hey, we finally got our first black head coach. They better not treat Raheem like they treated Terry. I'm going to be super hot. Man. I'm telling you right now, man. If they treat Raheem like they treated Terry.
No.
Trimmer, go ahead and talk to the folks. Trimmer, what's going on, bro?
What's up, everybody, man? Shout out to the panel. Shout out to Smitty. Shout out to
Finally
Berto.
came through. You been talking
Yeah.
3 years.
God damn.
Hey, I be staying silent, man. You know what I'm saying? I just be watching what's going on. But
Right.
the thing about it, with Raheem Morris, man, I don't have a problem with the hire. I'm just glad, and the thing about Belichick, the whole Belichick situation, man, I don't have a problem with Belichick, man. The only thing about it is he's old. He's older. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. And then, you know what I'm saying? The thing that really messes me up, and a lot of people don't understand this either. The thing that really messes me up with Belichick, he hired his defensive guy to coach his young quarterback. That's something that we do not need, man, right now. Belichick is stuck in his old ways, bro. The thing about Raheem Morris, is that he's younger. I think even with Desmond Ridder, he can be a quarterback whisperer to him. Even, I want Justin Fields, or I feel like we should trade up to get that young quarterback. But the thing about Belichick, man, he just over the hill Bill, bro, at this point. I know he don't won them chips, and I respect that. But at the same time, he will not fit Atlanta culture, bro. And I know y'all talking about culture and, structure. And I respect that's a great point, Smitty. It is about structure. But at the same time, this guy does not fit Atlanta. He's bullheaded. He's stuck in his ways. It will never work.
Hey, I already said if he went sideways, somebody gonna catch him in Buckhead. That was gonna be his ass.
Exactly, man. He just don't fit. He just don't fit. I think, even with Raheem Morris, motherfuckers talking about, we just fired him, like 4 years ago. But the thing about him, he got better players now.
Sure does.
You know what I'm saying? He's not under Dan Quinn. He's not under Dan Quinn anymore. And plus, we still got Terry F in the motherfucking building. I love Terry F. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Terry F, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we still got Terry F in the motherfucking building. I think they'll make a great marriage with each other, Terry F and Raheem Morris. I think they'll listen to each other and they will embrace each other. I don't think Belichick, if he came in, he would not embrace Terry F. And Terry F brought too many great things to the table for you to oust him out like that, man.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, if Bill would have came down.
I love Terry F, baby, man. My bad. Y'all go ahead.
You good.
I was just going off of your point. I'm telling you, if Bill had came down here, we would not have Terry Fontenot anymore.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
You can't oust something that's working for you. You know what I'm saying? Terry F been doing his thing. Now, Arthur Smith, the thing about Arthur Smith, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, if he would have had another year, it probably would have been different. But the thing about Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot, they didn't get the quarterback situation right. That was the only flaw. They just didn't get that shit right. But the thing about Raheem Morris is that he got a championship pedigree. He don't want a chip. Even if it's as a defensive coordinator, he's won one.
Right.
Now they're talking about Slowick. They're talking about Slowick and Ben Johnson and all these other guys. This dude don't want a chip. Even though it's a defensive coordinator, he don't want one.
Yeah.
What is the problem? He already been here. He know the culture. He understand what he has to do in order to make shit happen. What is the problem? Y'all want to get Bill Belichick? He don't understand the culture. He don't understand what Atlanta it was a great hire. To me, it was a great hire, man. It was a great hire to me. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm about to get off, man. Don't be surprised if the man come in here, man, and get Desmond Ritter right. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I know Dixon.
I think you're wrong with that one.
Hey, look. Like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm advocating for a draft, you know what I'm saying, as far as a QB. I'm advocating for us to move up in the draft or to get Justin Fields. That's what I'm advocating for. But I think this dude is a solid hire. You know what I'm saying? I think he can really make shit work. You know what I mean? I think it's a great
perspective too, man. Like you mentioned, he knows the culture, he knows the team, he's been around the team.
Exactly, Berto.
You almost had me till you said Ritter, brother. You almost had
me. Dixon, you my boy. Hey, look, Dixon, I watch you all the time, man. You my boy. I understand that. But the thing,
we all don't have to agree, but we all love our Falcons. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
it's
what
the culture.
That's love.
Exactly, man. We all love our team, man. We just want to see a chip. That's it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, we some of the best fans in the world.
We are.
Nobody really knows about because we just
really
ready to win.
Hey,
we are, man.
Let me slide a question in before you get to this one. Before you get to this one that's on here, let me slide this one in.
Okay.
And I'm not calling the individual out, but Jerry,
but I'm gonna tell y'all this.
No, go ahead.
Ritter need an oil change, a tune up, and just sitting to pimp my ride, because that's what he needs. Because he's just not that dude, man. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
What way, shape, or form are we overrating Terry on this panel? I don't think we're overrating him at all, but we giving him the flowers that he deserves.
But let me say
Terry has made an impact because the decisions that he's had to make since being a Falcon have been difficult, very difficult. You don't trade the franchise quarterback, presumably so, right? You don't trade him, right? You don't, right? But you do. When it comes to the dollars and cents of it, it's a business. At the end of the day, you got to make those harsh decisions.
Got to pull that trigger.
Same thing for Julio, right? Same thing for Debo. You had to outdo some of the bad contracts that were done by Thomas Dimitroff and company. So Terry was stuck with that task. And goddamn it, he gets a flying A all day for doing that because goddamn it, we're able to spend. We're going
Look what he did with that salary cap too. We had to go get a lot of 1-year deals, a lot of bargain basement players. We just picking up
perfect example.
Grocery store.
Perfect example.
Play for
look at what New Orleans did when he left. They went to pure hell when it comes to
they did.
They went to 80-90 million over the cap. 80-90 million over the cap. So that tells you right there, when you lose a guy like that, man, that's a big loss. So
hey Smitty, can I say one thing, man? All I was saying, you know what I'm saying, I want to make this point, man. When I was saying the Ritter thing, basically I was saying, like, as far as Raheem Morris, I think that this is just not for Ritter. This for all the players in the organization, man. I really feel like he can make us better because he has a way of communicating probably better than Arthur Smith to the whole organization. That ain't just the players. That's the upper ups and all that type of shit. I think he's a great coach as far as
I agree, but I'm gonna tell you what the problem was, man. And I said this over and over. I think where they went wrong is not having a quarterback competition, not giving him competition. And
I agree.
Not having a quarterback coach, not having somebody to help him read film, not having that quarterback on the roster that could teach him. Mariota could have done it, and now that I look back at it, I think it was more Arthur Smith than Mariota. Yeah, Mariota has some badass throws, but when you look at Mariota, what changed? Nothing. So
I agree.
The common denominator is Arthur Smith. So
and let's just be honest. If he does hire Zach Robinson, he has experience as a quarterback's coach, a passing coordinator. He has experience, so you have somebody that could work with Ritter.
And that right there would be the reason why the Atlanta would keep Ritter, to see what he has with another coordinator, with another quarterback coach. That may be his saving grace to his career, to be honest.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I agree with everything, man. I'm happy with the hire. I'm really happy with the hire, man. Um, the thing about it, as far as the organization, and McKay, I don't know what's going on in them. I don't know what's going on. But the thing about it is, man, I feel like this is a better hire than Bill Belichick, man. For obvious reasons, man.
Ooh, boy. I mean, I just can't discredit Bill like that. I know he's getting old, and I know that. But if you look at the roster Atlanta had compared to what New England had the last 3 years, it's nowhere near. And you got to remember they were in cap hell too. So
right, and maybe, and I'm gonna say this: maybe it could have worked with Belichick. Maybe it could have worked. Maybe it could have worked. And he's decorated. I can't knock him like that. You know what I mean? But it's just like I just feel like it's a better fit at the end of the day. I think Raheem Morris is a better fit than Bill Belichick overall.
Feel that. Definitely feel that. Definitely understand that. Definitely.
Yeah, but we're gonna get some more people in the chat, Tremere. Appreciate you coming through, my brother.
Man.
All right, man. Y'all boys have it.
Come through more often. Come through more often. Instead of giving me a hard time in the chat.
Yo, Trim will be in the fucking chat, Trim.
Yeah, I'm an animal. Hey, look, I'm an animal. Hey, look, I'm an animal.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
No problem, man. Y'all boys have it good, man.
You too, man.
No doubt.
Salute.
All right, man. All right, we got some more folks in the back. Welcome, Captain Pittman in the building. Where's he at? Oh, he just jumped out. No, yeah, he's right there. God damn it.
Yeah,
yep, here he is, right here.
What?
Like Crunk, lit, fresh.
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Y'all can hear me?
Hey, man, you reached. Hey, congratulations,
man.
You hit them 100 subs, man. You got the first.
Yeah, appreciate that. Hey, I thank y'all. I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, when I did my first couple ones, I was like, yo, this is where it's at. But I definitely appreciate y'all, man. I had to jump on here as a big Falcon fan, huge Falcon fan since '98. I had to speak on this. I'm cool with Raheem Morris. I don't have no issue with it. As being born in Michigan, I did want to see Harbaugh here, So as being born in Michigan, I did want to see how he
So that means you pulling for the Lions this weekend?
No, I'm not. I'm proud of them, but I am not. No, I'm not.
I'm proud of them, but I ain't pulling for them.
I ain't pulling for them. Nah. I go
nothing, with baby.
I ain't pulling for them. But I got from the beginning. I was listening from the beginning and everything, and y'all had key points. I don't know all the coaches and offensive coordinators and everything, but as far as Raheem Morris, I like him as a coach. And I know the Dixon Way said something about the coach. He didn't want to hear it, but I don't know. The guy was just on. I'm a mash of both, because when I think culture, I think of player like him and Bill. Like I said, Bill gonna be bullheaded. Bill wanted his way or the highway, and I looked at it as me being used to be a player, and then now players. The Falcons do got a young team. Is that they looking at it as probably looking at it as, if I was a player on the team right now, I'm like, I don't want this old dude here. Yeah, I know he got the Super Bowls and everything, but I don't want this old guy here. He gonna bring. That's why. So I'm with the whole culture thing, but I'm looking at it as far as what he's gonna bring. The old furniture. We want new furniture or fresh furniture, and it's like you got to look at it that way. That's just how I look at it. And that's what my biggest thing was, Bill versus someone that and I like the interaction of Harbaugh. You see what he do with his quarterback, the hitting the pass, the padding. I need that. I need a very aggressive head coach. And I seen Raheem Morris with the few times when he had the interim, he's active. I need you to cuss out the players. That's what I wanted my coach to do. So that's what I'm cool with it. But like I said, on the Bill part, it just, I would have wanted a fresh starting coach myself. And I've been looking at Bill like, I don't give a damn about them Super Bowl rings. He gonna try to no hoodies. He gonna try to shut everything down. They gonna be like, hey, boss man, we ain't feeling this dude. He's
Man,
doing
we're
too
gonna
much.
be
That's
trading
how I
all
look
time.
at it.
We're gonna be trading
So
stars, y'all. We're gonna be trading
yeah,
stars.
they gonna be like, nah, get me up out of here,
But
bro.
see, this is what people missing. They thinking of Belichick doing everything. He was still going to have to bring in a defensive coordinator. He's still going to bring in a guy that called plays. And I know Josh McDaniel's name was out there, but I feel
No,
like he
no,
probably went in a different direction. Got a younger guy that's keeping up with the game. So I could have seen it different. Maybe it's me, and I know he's stuck in his ways, but he's going to have to
yeah.
change with the game. Either that, or he's just going to have to retire.
But
Hey
that's
man, y'all
why I
got to get
think
off
we
Berto,
was the
man.
only
Y'all
one.
got to get off
We,
Berto.
was-
Find,
we was the only one looking
Everybody-
at him.
find that Berto, man.
Wait, hold up.
We trying to add more people to the panel to hide them. God damn.
Joe. God damn.
Berto needs some
Y'all wild,
sunscreen.
boy.
Shit, man, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. Nah, it's work, man. Chemical burn.
Oh, no, I get it though. I thought you had the flu.
Oh, you all right?
I was like,
goodness.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
good.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
like we need to break out the EpiPen or something on you. So you
Nah,
know
man,
what
I'm
you got
good
going
now.
on.
No.
So yeah, I ain't have much to say, and I just wanted to come on and show support and love to y'all. Chris, I see you, man. I be trying to jump and hit your lights because Smitty get all of them, and then Bert, I'll be like, let me go to
Hey, man,
Chris page. Let me get off.
how you
That's
just gonna
cool.
call me out
Hey,
like that?
Let me
man?
hop
hey,
all
How
over.
you just gonna call me
I,
out
I,
Look,
like
well,
that?
I appreciate it.
well, I gotta show love all the way around. So
Appreciate
I
that,
got
man.
my Clark Lit Fresh, my professional podcast page. I'll go to all channels. Then I go to my personal page and I hit all channels. Matter of fact, make sure y'all hit that like button for all these wonderful guys that's on this panel right now.
Thank you, man.
So I definitely appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. I'm gonna get off this thing. And if
Hey
y'all
man,
ain't following and y'all ain't
I'm gonna be
subscribed,
waiting on my invite, bro. I'm
oh
just telling you, I'm gonna be waiting on my
man,
invite.
oh yeah. We gotta link up. I gotta get this whole video thing down, man. I'm still learning. I do all this stuff by myself, so I'm still learning.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
still
Oh
learning,
yeah, it
man.
takes time.
So
Trust me.
yeah.
It didn't happen for me overnight.
Me either.
Okay.
It's
See,
still
that's why we gotta
happening
sit
to me
down
too,
and get that. Hey, I see you be growing. We got each other Facebook. We got the Facebook, so
Yeah.
I be seeing it. I
Yeah, just
definitely be
holler at me,
seeing it,
bro.
y'all.
Just holler at me.
Yeah, we most definitely. But I'm about to go on here and get off. But like I said, if y'all ain't following, go ahead and subscribe. Check it out. Front Lit Fresh. Y'all already know what time it is. It's the player partner, Captain Pimpin. And I'm out.
Peace, brother.
So I would do
Let's get it,
Stephon Mosley.
GA.
He used to cuss me out, but he got better at it. So
There he is.
shout out to him, man. Starting that YouTube page. But Travis, what's up, man?
Man, what's going on, my favorite content creators?
What's going
Chilling,
on,
man.
Travis?
Chilling.
Do you?
Chilling,
Man,
man.
glad to be
We
here,
trying to
man.
get y'all vibe tonight, man. We trying to get y'all vibe tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
think
I'm,
about
I,
Oh, my bad. I'm
I'm
talking.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the hire. I mean, I think Uncle Steve said something good earlier, man. No matter who we hire, people were gonna complain.
Yeah.
I see that Berto like Sean Merriman.
Yeah. One time, Berto. Just one time. Come on back. Come on back.
Man, I'm getting back out here. Wait, give me a minute, goddammit. Let me get my color back.
Yeah.
Look at Joy.
Yeah.
Joy, I'm gonna personally
Yeah.
contact you. I'm gonna personally
Yeah,
contact
retarded.
you.
Y'all ain't got no sense, man. 0 sense.
Come on,
I love it,
Berto.
man. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's all good. It's all good, man.
Ooh, boy.
Hey, Trav, as you were saying, bro.
No, I like the hire, man. I'm cool with it. I mean, as long as he brings in a good offensive coordinator to get things going, because we're gonna need that. We would have needed that with Belichick anyway. Belichick, like Smitty said, he's stuck in his ways. He do what he want to do, and I think at the end of the day, Arthur Blank sacrificed Bill Belichick for his BFL. Plain and simple.
Right.
He knew the mentality Belichick had. He knew what Belichick was gonna want to do. So he was like, "No, my boy come first." So Rich McKay, who you think we should get? Oh, let's get Raheem Morris. And so I think that's pretty much what he did. I would have been fine with Belichick. I would have been fine with Raheem. I see everybody going crazy. They hate it. They this and that. Let the man clock in before you start giving him, you know, before you start giving him, you know, your feelings. Because right now we don't know what he's gonna do. We don't know how much he's grown since he left us a couple years ago. We don't know what he's gonna bring to us. So I mean, he was out there with Sean McVay. I mean, McVay has done a pretty good job to me in LA. So let's get a man a chance. Let's see what he's gonna bring. He bring in a good offensive coach. I still say let's get a quarterback. Let's just go ahead and put that in. Straight up, we got to get a quarterback.
Quarterback is number one priority. I don't care who they hire. You got to have a franchise quarterback. If you don't have a franchise quarterback in this league, you're not going to win. If we go through another season of what we had last year at quarterback, Arthur Blank going to have to put his team on Zillow to sell it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to bring in a quarterback. I don't think it's only right that he do to give him a fresh start. You got too many good weapons to waste. I mean, Pitt's about to be on a 5th-year option. Drake was drafted in 22, so he only got a couple more years before his 5th coming up. So let's not waste these guys' time. Let's go ahead and get them out there, see what they can do with a competent quarterback, with competent quarterback play. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm cool with hire, man. I'm gonna give Raheem a chance.
Yeah,
let's see what he can do.
You know, I love to hire, and like I said, the most important hire is gonna be the quarterback. The offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach. Head coach is in place; he gonna do his job. But you got to get somebody to tame these quarterbacks, man. Use these weapons. You done picked the last 3 years. You got to make do of it. And like I told y'all, don't be mad if Kyle Pitts get traded this off season. I just keep it real. I just keep it real. Trust me. I see it. But we'll see.
It is what it is.
Man, GA, go ahead, talk to him, GA.
My brothers, what's going on? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Everything's going all right, my brother.
Man, Smitty, you know it's all love. Berto, you know how I feel about your brother.
Yes,
Tim, good to see you, my boy. Larry, what's going on, big dog?
Hey, man, you got it.
Yes, sir, man.
That's my line.
Oh, well.
No, big bro. Your line is y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how I do it. Press that subscribe button. That's how you do it.
There you go, right there. That's it, right there. Hold on. That was good.
Every time I get that, man. Hey, bro, but I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked, but I love to hire Raheem Morris, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say, y'all know I'm controversial. I'm gonna go ahead and say, man, this is a big deal, man. Hiring the first African American head coach, man, in Atlanta Falcons history, man. That's a pretty big deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Larry, I agree with you too. I think it's more of a Rich McKay thing. I agree with you on that, man. But
yeah, that's the only problem I have, man. I feel like it was Rich and not Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's really my main problem with it.
Yeah,
I wanted the structure of the Falcons to change. That's my only thing, man.
Yeah, and I
get you on that, Larry. My thing is too.
He got to go.
Yeah, I mean, my thing when he was on Dan Quinn's staff, you know, when he got let go and during the offseason, one of the first guys you interviewed during that offseason was Raheem Morris.
Right.
Now, you know, he's had previous head coaches experience with Tampa and previously under the regime of Sean McVay. But if you thought Raheem Morris was your guy, why didn't you give him a chance back then? But you know, that's neither here nor there. But I agree. We do need a competent play caller, offense coordinator that's gonna put guys in the skill positions to best serve and get the best out of these guys, like a Bijan, a Tyler Algier, Kyle Pitts, and a Drake London if Kyle Pitts is still there. But I know with the homie when he said the first guy, I can't remember his name, when he was like, "Don't be surprised if Raheem Morris tries to get Desmond Ridder right." No, do right and keep his ass right on that bench, right where he's at, because he's not in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you can get right. Keep his ass right on the bench. That's just me. He's not the guy.
Well,
Me personally, I think we need to make a play for Justin Fields. He fits that mold. He fits that age bracket where we have our skill positions at. That's just me. Raheem Morris, just because of his personality, he could get to these guys. He could reach to these guys and really, really. What's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm trying to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Digging their ass to get the very best out of them. You know, and that's just saying it clearly. You know what I'm saying? Very clean. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Right. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, and Raheem, I'm going to say it again. He's one of us. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I think this is huge for the city. I think it's huge for the culture. And I really think Raheem is really going to do some things if he brings in the right staff. You know, whoever he decides to bring on, I think he's going to do good things for the city of Atlanta, man. That's just me.
Agreed. Can't argue that.
Hey man,
Agreed.
like you said,
His
man,
time
the man
is now.
clock in, man. Gotta let him
His
clock
time
in.
is now. Yeah, his time is now. So
Yeah, that's staff.
Hey, he did say that in a video too. He did say that. He like, hey, man, my time is now.
So you know, it's a blessing you get a second chance, man, at the head coaching job. So you know, like I said, I'm shocked, but I have no problem with the hire. I damn sure didn't want no Belichick. I know that's just me. He didn't fit. We probably was gonna get 3-4 years max out of him. And you know, and like I just didn't like the fit. You know what I mean? So you know, that's just me.
Facts.
Yeah.
But we got Retro G in the building. What's up, my guy?
Retro.
What's good? What's good? What y'all doing, man? How y'all been?
Hey, you got to change that
man,
profile picture, man. I don't
Hey, man, look, man. You know, I kept the picture, man, because you know I thought Arthur Blank was still on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Have to keep the picture. You know what I'm saying, man? But how y'all doing, man?
Hey,
fantastic.
I'm gonna get that
man.
What you think about the hire?
You know, I ain't gonna cap, man. When I got the breaking news this afternoon, man, I was a little pissed. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little pissed off.
Understandable.
Thought about it. I was like, you know what, man? We going back. We already had him. We had the chance to get him. You know, he went 4-7 as an interim. We could have had him. We could have not had to deal with this Arthur Smith bullshit for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Then I thought about it, calmed down a little bit, sipped on a little something to get my mind right, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of feeling it, man. He gets another opportunity to be a head coach in this league. I just want to see who he's going to bring in. I heard you guys. I was sitting there driving home, and I heard you guys talking about potential DCs.
Going around.
Yeah, I like that pick. You know, he has a lot of experience with McVay, which is good. But what about how y'all feel about Marquand Manuel as DC?
Don't even get me started on that one.
I think
we could go back to some of that tree, man. Jeff Ulbrich is another name to look out for.
Yeah. Hey, I'm looking at it like this. Ulbrich's already the DC over there, right?
Sure.
Marquand's only the safeties coach. He need that DC spot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're gonna bring the band back together, bring the band back together. We already got Bean talking about he want to be the receivers coach. Bring him in.
He said that. Yeah.
Bring him in. Hey,
do it.
Can I say something right quick, fellas? If y'all don't mind.
Yes, sir.
We had a top 10 defense this past season under Ryan Nielsen, right?
Right.
What was the last time we had a top 10 defense in the regime as far as our defense coordinator? Marquand. Marquand, he's the defensive coordinator that last year, 2017. I was so pissed. We should have never let him go. Never.
Listen, I wanted Marquand to stay, and I wanted Ulbrich to stay, man. Them boys was balling, man. Them boys was balling.
Me too.
That's all I wanted to say. But go ahead.
Cool. Go ahead, Retro.
No, go ahead, finish. No, go ahead. What you were saying about Marquand?
Oh no, that was Sean. Go ahead, Sean.
No. That was the only point I wanted to get out. Prior to Ryan Nielsen, when Marquand Manuel was the DC for us back in 2017, that was the last time we had a top 10 defense prior to this coming up season. That's just the facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and which happens to be the last time we made the playoffs back in 2017.
Facts.
That's just the facts. And we let them go after the season.
I was just looking at potential coaches, man. I was like, you know what, Marquand's still sitting out there, man. Hey, bring the whole band back together. Why not?
I mean, familiarity, if that's what you're trying to bring around.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, man. You guys are mentioning Marquand Manuel. Sure, he's a deserving name, but I will not replace Jerry Gray for that man right there, for Marquand Manuel.
I agree.
If I'm getting the same or better results with Jerry Gray already in the house, man, I would gladly take that man in some sort of different capacity defensively, but not to take over as DC if Jerry Gray still stays, man.
You talking
Can I ask you guys a question?
Marquand Manuel. I'm sorry.
Can I get?
You talking more of a position coach, Marco Emmanuel?
I mean, yeah, he could go. He could, help out Steven Alexander with the secondary if Jerry Gray gets elevated to DC. Sure.
Hey, if Gray is still on the roster, if Gray is still on the staff, I 100% agree with that. But if he gone, I'm looking at Marquand. But
that's sadly another rumor that's starting to get some steam, man. Is Jerry Gray possibly going back to Green Bay because they released or they let go of Barry? So bringing him back will make a world of sense. But
we gotta elevate him, promote from within.
Absolutely, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I agree with you
on that, Chris.
I put a question on the screen, man. Me and Sean talked about this earlier. Sean, give me your thoughts on this because we talked about it earlier. You made a great point about Dak Prescott. So going.
When I hit up Smitty earlier, I'm like, I think everybody knows what what family members said about Dak Prescott. He ain't it, and this, that, and the other. And I just put it out there. I'm not saying that we need to do it or it's gonna happen. But what if, Raheem Morris, now that he's the guy, say, hey, let's try to make a play for Dak Prescott because Dallas is what they the highest earning franchise league. What they're worth, $9 billion? That's a big media market. You put them up there in the New York media, the LA media, whatever the case may be. Dallas is, when you playing for, the Dallas Cowboys, get a star in your head, a lot of expectations come with it. And I just personally believe that the pressure is just mounting up on him. You see what I'm saying? He has great regular seasons. There's no question about that. But when it comes to the postseason, he's come up short. I think with a change of scenery, in a smaller market, not saying that Atlanta is a small market, I mean, compared to other cities that I named, it is a small market. But giving him a fresh start in a fresh city could do us some good. Could y'all see a Dak Prescott being our quarterback next season via trade? Because it's not going to hurt us financially because, Jerry already gave him his money already. So, we can pay him a minimum.
I did hear something about Dallas. I did hear something about Dallas possibly going to extend Dak because they're bringing McCarthy back as well. So I think that tag team duo is going to stay in Dallas a little bit longer. But I mean, Dak to Atlanta, ain't that something? You know what?
If the opportunity presents itself, bring them on.
Hey, real quick, if they were to make a trade to get Dak in here, what would that cost?
Nothing.
I'm not giving a first round pick for Dak.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna cost something.
You definitely gonna have to give up.
Statistically, he's a top 10 quarterback.
You gonna have to give up something.
Atlanta Falcons, they're gonna ask for a number 1 pick. I'm not giving a number 1 pick. Dak.
He's been to the playoffs about 7 times, something like that. I know his playoff record.
I'd rather take a risk on a younger guy than go and pay Dak, who got 2 more years on his deal before he's looking for the super duper max or whatever they call it. Like, no, go get your own guy. If you get Raheem Morris, that gives me the feeling that you're going to draft up or move up. Your plan is to move up in the draft. Hell or high water. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, if that's the case, brother, then who do you see them going after then? If they're moving up, they're either going to trade with, in my opinion, they're going to trade with the Bears to either get Fields or get the number 1 pick because the Patriots got rid of Bill because they knew he was not going to draft a quarterback at number 2. They knew that. That's the main reason why they got rid of him, guys. So, and just like I was saying before, I knew if Bill came here that he wasn't going to draft up. He was going to trade back. He had number 8. He's going to trade back to 15 and try to get 15 to 25. You know what I'm saying? That's just what Bill does. So
if you want a future quarterback, now I want people to understand this though. You get a future quarterback with a harder schedule. We playing the Ravens. I'm saying we playing a harder schedule next year. I want people to understand what getting a rookie quarterback means. If they want to go the rookie quarterback route, don't say you're fully trying to win. Okay, if you go Justin Fields route, then you're trying to win. That tells me that you're trying to win and also go younger. If you get a rookie quarterback, everybody's not going to be CJ Stroud. Get that out of your head, Falcon fans.
Yeah, but you look at Justin Herbert in Los Angeles. His rookie year, he went off. I mean, it just all in what kind of system.
It's about what you put around that quarterback.
Yeah,
true. Now we got a lot of weapons. We have a boatload of weapons.
You can have the weapons, but you got to have the right coaching too.
Hey, Raheem Morris is coming from that fucked them picks. Remember that. He's coming from the fucked them picks.
Good situation.
Right.
Yeah,
he's coming from the F them
guys. I'm just saying.
A solid argument can be made that we have just as much
for their expectations if we get a younger quarterback. That's all.
But the reason why I would be hopeful on a young quarterback is because a guy like Zach Robinson has worked with somebody like Sean McVay. He runs that same similar type system with all these weapons. It will have to work. If it doesn't work, it throws everything off. So that's why you have to get the perfect guy, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach to teach these young guys, or bring in a veteran with the young guy, let him learn under him a year, and then next year, if the veteran not working out, you move on.
Get you a wide receivers coach, all that, man. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, his staff is key.
That's why I want to wait and see what kind of staff he brings in as well. You know, before we all just jump on his head or whoever the ones who like to hire, let's see what the whole entire coaching staff looks like. Definitely,
DCC, I agree. Penix will be available in the second round, I think. And he could be a steal. And if they had to trade back up into the first to get him, I would think about it.
Yeah, if Penix is there in the second, you jump on it. Don't use the number 8. I've seen a lot of people thinking that they're going to use the number 8 pick on him. I don't think so. They'll go defense, most likely.
Keep the defense, offense.
Yeah, keep the defense. The only thing I'd be mad about if we go wide receiver, tight end, I would be highly upset.
Nah.
I'm just saying, guys.
The only way I see a wide receiver being selected by the Atlanta Falcons is some kind of strange way in a different galaxy that Marvin slides.
Yeah.
You know damn sure that ain't gonna happen.
And we know that.
Yeah.
But that's the only way I see the Falcons doing it, though. That's the only guy.
The kid out of TCU is a beast too, man. Not TCU, Washington. The kid out of Washington, Ozone.
But that's still not Maserati Marv, you know. So it's just.
But I think Polk is going to be a good receiver at the next level.
You can get him in the second.
This is a wide receiver. This a wide receiver.
Jalen Polk.
Draft.
Jalen Polk, man.
In the second round. I agree with
he's
Smitty.
one of the better receivers from Washington, man. Washington had a great trio.
Yeah, they did.
Great trio.
Polk and McMillan, you get them later on.
Yep.
They're going to be about 5 receivers going in the first round, I'm sure.
I'm sure for sure, man.
I can definitely see that.
So.
But ladies and gentlemen, we come to that time, man. We come to that part of the show, man. We're gonna have to close out, unfortunately, man. So if anybody got a closing statement they want to make, please, the floor is yours. Anybody?
I'll go first. I ain't got nothing to say, but I appreciate y'all giving me on, man. Berto finally got to talk to you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you got the glasses on, but according to like Stephen A said, my boy, stay off the weed.
He got me, goddammit. I'll get him. I'll talk to him after. Larry.
Oh man, thank you guys for letting me have platform to talk. Yeah, you know, guys, me and Shonda do live commentary of a myriad of games. You know, Braves, Hawks, Falcons, Bulldogs. We do national basketball games also. We've been doing the playoffs. So, guys, if you don't like those, regular commentators, man, come on over to the Dixon Way. Turn down your TV, turn the Dixon Way up. You know what I'm saying?
All the way up.
And we try to provide you guys with some entertainment and informative commentary. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, just like you say on the name, man, the Dixon Way. Underscores for the
Xavier Word. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Xavier Word. Yeah, that is
round.
a good one.
He's gonna be a second round pick.
I think he'll be a second round though.
Yeah, he's super athletic. Yeah, he could slip into the first, depending
I
on
was
the
about
pick.
to say he could slip into the late first round.
Y'all know the Chiefs always need a wide receiver. I can see him now.
Always.
Well, if I think what really might go to the Chiefs if they don't re-sign him. Hopefully they re-sign him so we get that extra second round pick.
Keon
Coleman. They could have run that pick after taking Ryan Nielsen. Oh, we second round secure.
I hope so, man. If we get that pick from them, we could dangle that. That could be one of the second round picks we go for Justin Fields. So just a thought.
Yeah.
But Sean, before we get out of here, go on and shout out your channel right quick.
No, not doing that. You know, y'all know I don't do this for clout, man. I'm a very humble dude. You know, Smitty, Berto.
Man, I'm telling you to do it, man. That's what we do, man. We here to help, man.
Shout out your channel, man. It's all good, Mike.
Okay. Y'all can find me, on YouTube. Let's Get It GA. I got a gaming channel. Look out for the next couple of days. That I don't know if I can get them on there, but I'm damn sure gonna create a Raheem Morris and debuting. Y'all come check it out for the next couple of days on Madden 24 Simulation. So y'all can find me on my channel. Let's Get It GA. I'm literally 15 subscribers away from 1,300. So man,
let's get it.
Trying to grind it, man. But y'all know I'm coming in for that, man. Smitty, you know how I feel about you, bro. Berto, you know it's all love. Tip, man, much love and respect. But Larry, always good to chop it up with you, my brother. Mm-hmm. And big homie, I don't know you. Nice to meet you, man. But I'm a very humble individual, man. Y'all know how I rock, man. So
yes, sir.
Y'all give me a platform, man, to speak my mind. I'm very appreciative of that, man. As my dog Smitty always say, man, let's debate, let's have fun. You know what I'm saying? So hey, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. I love y'all, boy, man. Much love and respect to y'all, bro. For real.
No doubt. No doubt,
brother.
Travis, the floor is yours, brother.
Hey man, like they said, man, I just appreciate coming on, man. I'm always down for y'all, man. From the wheel fall off, man. Y'all do some good content. Anybody that's watching right now, follow these guys, like, share, subscribe, man. They put out some good stuff. They do stuff that the rest of us don't do. They give us a platform to come on and speak our mind. They give the fans a voice. So I like that. So again, appreciate y'all, man. Get It GA. You got a new subscriber coming in just a few minutes.
Man, thank you,
I'll rock with you on all formats. Chris, thank you. Berto,
you know it.
You my dude. I see you on Twitter in the morning. Smitty, I see you on Twitter in the morning as well. Right. But man, again, man, hey, it's a new era in the A, man. Let's just see what happens, man. Let the man clock in. Let's see what he's gonna work with.
Yeah.
But I gotta give a shout out, man. Much love to y'all, man.
Appreciate you, Travis.
Thank you so much.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy ATAGA Faithful, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good content creator, man. Please go check him out. He's doing this thing with the Falcons as well. Falcon content creators has grown a lot since I started, man. And I love to see it. So y'all go check out ATLGA Faithful, man. I got a chance to kick it with him at training camp, man. We had a blast. So y'all please go check him out under that same hook on YouTube. Chris, it's your turn, my dog.
Hey man, you already know, man. Follow me on at A1 Forever Sports on YouTube, man. It's the show that's cool and fly too, man. We be generational because it's always time to be. It ain't no point of settling for less because you can always have more with the vision, you dig. And also, follow me on Instagram, A1 Forever, TikTok, The Real A1 Forever. You can catch me on Twix, Twitter, whatever, X. You can catch me on there too, A1ROC, or just type in A1 Forever. You'll still go right to the page.
Tip, you said Twix, like the candy bar Twix.
Yeah, whatever it is, Twitter, X, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be something else in about a couple of years.
Smitty's a hungry individual, always poisoning the youth.
Can
you stop telling you know I'm gonna come in with the sound effect.
Yes, sir.
Can you stop telling my business though? I'm just saying, bro.
Smitty, you closing out? Because I'll go next.
Bro.
Go next, man. I'll close it out.
No doubt. It's your boy Berto, your host of 95 North Falcons Talk Show. That's the platform on YouTube. And under Twix, I'm under RI Falcons. And you can also find me on Bleacher Report under 95 Berto, or under the Falcons community. I'll be on there on January 30th, breaking down some more Falcon stuff that's happened in the week. So tune in then. Hope to see everybody there. It'll be at 5:30 Eastern time, man. So with that, also got something coming up real quick, man. I'm going to plug this right in. Saturday night.
Go ahead.
Any of you are wrestling fans, man, I will be live streaming the Royal Rumble.
Yes, sir. Me too. Yes, sir.
Let's get it, man. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, bro. This is a real thing.
Since you doing that, I got some news, man.
Go ahead, brother.
I am entering the Royal Rumble. I don't know where I'm going to enter at, but trust me, it's going to be very quick in and out.
Yep, like this, right?
Yep. In and out. I'm gonna make my debut.
Oh shit!
Oh man, y'all.
Oh man. Well, Smitty, go ahead and take us out, man.
All right, that's why I like to do this, boy. I like to have fun, boy. But man, y'all know where to find me at, man. Find me on Twitter, fatboyslim_21, and I'm always dropping news on YouTube. Try to find different things to talk about. So y'all just stay tuned, because this is gonna be a long off season, and y'all gonna have a lot of information to bring in. But these other guys on the screen, man, I want to thank them. I'm almost at 10,000, man. I got about 250 more to go. So when I get those 250. I'm gonna do a special show. I'm gonna start it off with myself, and then I'm gonna just bring people in who helped me along the way. Trust me, I didn't do this by myself. You need a support system. I'm telling you that right now. Anybody who is doing this, they know you need a support system. But again, man, thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all as always. Thank to the chat for coming through, man, chopping it up, jumping in, giving their thoughts. Like Berto said, man, if without y'all, there's no us. But for my boy Berto, my boy Chris, let's get it, GA, Larry from the Dixon Way.
Yes, sir.
Turn that TV down, turn the Dixon Way up. He says it all the time. So y'all do that when y'all see him in the streets. But we will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.
Man, what'd you do, man?